upon a time, there were 4 little rabbits, and their names were Flopsy, Mopsy, Cottontail, and Peter.
They lived with their mother in a sandbank, underneath the root of a very big fir tree.
Now, my dears, you may go into the fields or down the lane, but don't go into Mr. McGregor's garden. Your father had an accident there. He was put in a pie by Mrs. McGregor. Are you ready, my dears?
Yes, Mother! Mrs. Rabbit is going to town.
Flopsy, Mopsy, and Cottontail. They were good little bunnies and went down the lane to gather blackberries.
But Peter, who was very naughty, ran straight away to Mr. McGregor's garden and squeezed under the gate. First he ate some lettuces and some French beans, and then he ate some radishes. Then, feeling rather sick, he went to look for some parsley. But round the end of a cucumber frame, whom should he meet but Mr. McGregor? Mr. McGregor was on his hands and knees planting out young cabbages, but he jumped up and ran after Peter, waving a rake and calling out, "Stop thief! Stop thief!" Peter was most dreadfully frightened. He rushed all over the garden, for he had forgotten the way back to the gate. He lost one of his shoes among the cabbages and the other shoe amongst the potatoes, so that I think he might have got away altogether. If he had not unfortunately run into a gooseberry net and got caught by the large buttons on his jacket. It was a blue jacket with brass buttons, quite new. Peter gave himself up for lost and shed big tears, but his sobs were overheard by some friendly sparrows, who flew to him in great excitement and implored him to exert himself.
Quick, Peter, you must try!
After losing them, he ran on 4 legs and went faster, so that I think he might have got away altogether. Just then, Mr. McGregor came up with a sieve which he intended to pop on the top of Peter, but Peter wriggled out just in time, leaving his jacket behind him. Peter rushed into the tool shed and hopped into a can. It would have been a beautiful thing to hide in if it had not had so much water in it. He began to turn them over carefully, looking under each. Peter sat down to rest. He was out of breath and trembling with fright, and he had not the least idea which way to go. He found a door in a wall, but it was locked, and there was no room for a fat little rabbit to squeeze underneath.
Peter asked her the way to the gate, but she had such a large pea in her mouth that she could not answer.
Peter is saying, "Where is the door?" She only shook her head at him. Peter began to cry.
Then he tried to find his way straight across the garden, but he became more and more puzzled.
Presently, he came to a pond. A white cat was staring at some goldfish. She sat very, very still.
Peter got down very quietly off the wheelbarrow and started running as fast as he could go along a straight walk behind some blackcurrant bushes. "Stop there, you thieving rabbit!" Mr. McGregor caught a glimpse of him at the kegs, and we slipped at last and did not care. He was so tired that he flopped down upon the nice soft sand on the floor of the rabbit hole and shut his eyes.
His mother was busy cooking. She wondered what he had done with his clothes. It was the second little jacket and pair of shoes that Peter had lost in a fortnight.
Peter was not very well during the evening. His mother put him to bed and made some chamomile tea. To Peter, that she is. But Flopsy, Mopsy, and Cottontail had bread and milk and blackberries for supper.
So, you saw today that my brother did not listen to Mother, and because of that we had to face many difficulties. You should also always remember to listen to your parents. Now like, share, subscribe to our channel. Till then, bye-bye, take care, love you all.